Pepe, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to Thursday Night Live. How you doing, Bruce? Hey, Bruce, I'll send you those blocks out tomorrow, buddy. You owe me nothing. And are those the Revell cutting sark blocks that you need? If you are, I'll send them for you tomorrow. I got lit up in there, too. You got it, buddy. Right here, I got the Oklahoma. It looks looking real good. I got the turrets almost done on it. So I was kind of doing some cleanup around this room in here. I let it get kind of dirty for a while. Did some deep cleaning and checked my inventory of models, what I've got. I ran across this. Oh, wow. How come I even had that? Well, like I said, I made a video with, I think yesterday I made that I was missing the officer's top here. I had to make this myself. A sheet plastic. Now I got one coming in now. One of my subscribers answered my email, answered my, with the comment on my video made, so you can send it to me tomorrow. So I'm not going to do that now. This is just for looks. If worst got the worst, I had to use this. I found out that Minicraft was out of business, and I checked internet all over the place, see if I could find parts to place for this thing. There isn't any. So there you go again. Forced you to go out and had to buy a brand new kit just for a part that's missing. The part that's missing, I don't know where it's at. It's inside my storage facility. What else could it be? It's such a far, far away place from here until the day I get my stuff out of storage. But the cavalry has came in, and so tomorrow it'll be sent out. I should get my officer's roof on here tomorrow. This is the centennial version, the 100th anniversary of the Titanic. I believe this is probably about the last kit that Minicraft produced, and they went out of business. So I imagine Academy's got it now. They run pretty. They run together pretty good in conjunction with each other. So we're gonna do a little work on this thing tonight. I think I drilled out about over 2,000 portholes. I drilled out this thing using a pen vise. This build was started in my trailer that I had when I lived in Ohio. I'd say probably about 2 years ago I started this thing. Another models got involved, so I started working on them. You know how I am. I jump one model to another. Well, fantail done. Got to pay out the fair leads. Get the boulders on there. I got photo etch railings for it. And I have photo etch windows set too, put in the same. Gives extra spice, a lot better than painting them in. Here we go. Good job, Bruce. You'll find that whole mast was all locked in. It won't move nowhere. The strength was up the mast. There it is right there. Oh, okay. Here we go. Joe, say, how you doing, buddy? Pull that out of there. Damn. I fucking need it. That's good. Dang. I hate that. over here, so I won't lose that. Leave those bowlers out. Okay, clean that up a little bit. Clean that up. Boil this hole a little bigger, so we'll go in there. Okay. Okay, see here. Okay, boards. Okay. Take a little break right here. Yeah, I drove it straight right here. I made up sheet plastic, but good news is I have to worry about using this. Joe, one of my subscribers, he can send me the piece that goes to this kit tomorrow in the mail. So this is just for decoration right now. And like I say, if I couldn't find that piece, that's why I did it anyway, in case something happens. I'm having a devil of a time trying to find replacement parts for this, but they must have produced millions of these things, you know, all the way from 1974 up to now. Minicraft is out of business now. I found out I got my mail. My mail came back, and they told me it can't be delivered because it don't exist no more. So now what am I going to do? Academy and Minicraft, they run together, so I got a hold of them. No go there either. So Joe saved my neck, and he's going to put it in the mail tomorrow, so I should get it in a couple of days. But for now, that just sits there until that comes. This is the old Centennial version, 2012 kit that came out, and I was kind of when I first got it, I was kind of skittish. I said, "Man, how come it was a Centennial kit? How come they don't give you no floated wedge with it and stuff? It costs more than the regular. I guess because it's bicentennial. I don't know. But I found out why it costs more is because this here. it's a brass nameplate, so an extra $10 more I paid for just for a brass nameplate to put on there. But the deluxe version, they give you photo etch. So I got one head of jumpers anyway. I ordered some photo etch railings and a window set for it. And I put the window sets in already. I started this thing about 2 years ago. Say the trailer you say I was living in. And I kind of shut down the build because other builds arised. And yesterday I was doing inventory yesterday. I was cleaning up my room here and everything. I ran across. I had it on the shelf. I was, oh wow! I expect once you finish that thing up, put the Oklahoma let cool down. I made a lot of progress on Oklahoma off camera. I got the 14-inch guns on there now. That thing looks like an old battle wagon now. It looks real good. So don't worry, fellas. We're getting back in Oklahoma this week, but we'll spend a couple days on this to get this thing punched out a little bit. And I'll put LED lights in this thing. Had on last night. What are you talking about lighting up the whole room here? It did. So I got two Titanics. Got the 1/200 scale behind me, and I got this 1/350 here. It's a big ship, guys. No mistake about it. The Titanic is a big ship. It's a monster. Yes, they swivel. Like I say, you got to put a bearing aside there. Say this is your barbette with your turret bit this is your barbette, your turret bit's the top of here. There's a center hole. You should have a center hole on your cover top of your barbette. Drill a hole through there. Get yourself brass tubing. stick it there, chloride glue it. Make sure the top of that brass tubing is flush with the base of your barbette. Then you do the same on the turret, but make sure that the tubing is smaller, so going through the tubing inside your barbette. Again, make sure that it sticks out about a good half inch, about a good half inch of the barbette. Then you just go ahead and stick your turret down there, and it'll turn. One thing I like about the Titanic deck on here to give you, you don't need a wooden deck for it. Use a pencil like I'm doing here. See the side of your pencil and back and forward to fill in those blanks. That's what I did in this thing. We're wasting money to buy a deck for this thing. Perfect. Perfection. Okay, gotta put these doodads on, right, Mike? Oh, okay. 816, 816. Those vents are all 16s, aren't they? Sixteens. Okay. I'll do that in red inside the counting vents. I'll use a Sharpie pencil here. I've already painted these screws white already. I used gray for primer paint on it. When the gray dried, I went back over with a rattle can and painted it white on it. So I don't have to worry about painting these parts. They just pop up the trees, clean them up, pop them in a position where they're supposed to be going. Clean up these calorie bins, do the same on here. I can remember when this kit first came out back in 1974 under Intex. I went to Camarillo in California. There's a hobby shop there called Red Baron. That was a good hobby shop. I really enjoyed that place. I went back there. Hey, how you doing, Frank? I said, hey, real good. Boy, I got something back there for you. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I know well I can't keep on the shelf long enough. That's why I saw the Titanic on there. Like, oh my God, they finally did it. They finally made a model of the Titanic. I bought two of them. Well, see, I got to order more, so you better order the whole factory. This one kit that's been very, very late in life. And Ed Commuta is the president of the Titanic Historical Association. And a couple other guys. And they notified a company called Intex out of Japan. They can provide them with drawings. They make the kit, and they did. Had a price tag of about $20. That's what it costs. $20 1974 will give you a top shelf model. Best that there is out there. Went to my dad's house. That's what the hell you got there? You ain't gonna believe it, Dad. They finally did it. Finally did what? Look at this. Oh wow. They brought that out, did they? It sure did, Dad. So I got one for you and one for me. Well, I sure appreciate it. I'm gonna have fun building this. Okay, 816. Seventeens are inboard. One thing good about the Intex kit when they first brought it out, it came with a pre-painted hull. I thought that was neat. Yep, that's how you do it, buddy. I'll steer you right, Jova. I'll steer you right. Okay. That's the 16s. Okay. I can't believe tomorrow's Friday. All day. That's third class cowling events. Came in third class aboard most of these steamers. They had segregated third class. He always had the women aft and the men forward, and both ends were buffered by people who were married and had kids. I need that. Small 16, I need. That's it. Okay. Take these spare leads. Good, good. Okay. Take a break here. Okay. Take about a 10-minute break here. Answer some questions on my chat board. Okay, I need that. Sorry I wasn't on the line last night, guys. I spent most of my time last night when I should be on the Oklahoma building this officer's quarters over yet. But Joe, one of my subscribers, he's going to send me in one tomorrow. So probably by end of this week, or I should get the original one, repaint that, and do it over again. And yeah, I built that right from scratch. Right now, I'm not certain if they produce these Titanics anymore, 1 through 50 scale. If we do, I imagine some other company will pick up on it, though. But I think Academy and Minicraft, they do run together. So if they do make them, they're probably Minicraft and Academy makes it now. Minicraft don't make it no more. This thing is underwent a lot of companies. Amark, Revell, Intex was the first one. Then they fizzled out by the end of the 1980s. Amark bought them, and Revell got to it. After that, it's been Minicraft since the late 80s up to now. And they can be found on eBay. They got millions of them out there on eBay. Pretty reasonably priced too. You give them under $100. Okay. I bet it's Jason or Jay or this one here. Oh, wow. I'll get me some wire. Get back, fellas. Two watching, 4 thumbs up. Okay, I'll get me some wire here. Make me a jack staff. Okay. Excellent. A lot better. Strong too. Okay, let's see here. That's J part. Okay. That's the funnels. Okay. Okay, I'm going to hit up these bowlers, gold. Also, the engine order telegraphs and the binnacle is going to be gold. I'll tell you one thing, guys, the best gold yet is Vallejo. This is the best gold I've used. I used to use that Tester's gold, but they don't keep its luster. It oxidizes really fast. My paintbrush, yeah. Right here. On YouTube, there's a lot of Titanic information out there. I don't think, I believe, heart and soul, that there's nothing on this ship that they missed out on. There's one thing they did miss out on is well, sunk the ship. It wasn't the iceberg. It was the reckless seamanship that did it. I know at the time that's how they operated at the time, but usually with something like this, you got to have a lifeboat capacity. That's what Alexander Carlisle said, who helped design this ship. He quit William Peary. And Bruce Ismay and him got together and says they don't like the boat decks cluttered with lifeboats, festooned full of lifeboats. And Alexander Carlisle, they had a big old powwow going on. He said, "Can't you see, William? You must think the unthinkable. How do you propose to put 3,000 people in 16 lifeboats?" Well, Bruce Ismay and William Peary and the Board of Trade didn't visualize that problem. It's a sad, sad, sad thing. You got 1,500 people who gave their life up for something that wasn't so. The Titanic was nothing but a benchmark for people to wise up, don't be so gullible, and start having more safety. Taking these things out for voyages. There's always something as a sacrificial lamb to wake somebody up. Always. Okay, we got that. I'm gonna get this on next. Where that part go to? There it is. Okay. I had to pull off that damn docking bridge, put that piece in there. There. Excellent. That's how it goes, just like that. Straighten this out. That's good, that's good. Okay. Stern I'll take care of. Okay, here we go. Okay. Why? brown. Okay. 2 hours. 2 watching, 4 thumbs up. Okay, let's see. Okay, got out of the way. center, send this out. Take a break here. Yeah, touching the props out pretty good now. Screws. Alrighty. Touching that great too. Okay. Check my chat board, see if I have questions I can answer. Yeah, thanks, Tangy. Where'd you get the wire, Frankie? Well, Hobby Lobby has some good wire. Most of the wire I get comes from my like billing boats kits, those balsa wood, those wooden kits that come with wire. You know, you can find that small like fuse wire. You can find that most wire like a real small wire. You can get it down there at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. They hold them all the time. You can get those things barely for nothing. But also remember those big old long those eye pens. You snip them off. That's what I use on this here on the jack staff. It's stronger. And I got to add a bubble glue here. Man, that dang show came off. I'll get it back on there. Damn. On there now. Okay. Okay. Boy, this thing keeps coming off on me. It's out of the way here. It's glue stuff. Everything's all jumbled up back here. The tape is over here. Well, out of that stuff, am I? I'm gonna change that camera around a little bit. Give a little perspective. See how it lights up pretty good through here. Jola, every one of these holes use a pen vise. Man, well, my hands are hurting. I think it's about 3,000 portholes I think I drilled out. No, what's that? I say about maybe 2,000. Yeah, they did. There's some historians think that's probably what caused the water to get into water run number 6. It's because of that coal fire, but I don't think so because it was holed by that berg. She stuck the berg right here. She punctured right there. Just push in the plates. It's like you push it in, let the crack there, because the, the construction back in the early 20th century, even the late 19th century, they used clinker type construction on the hull, keep it watertight. What I mean by clinker type is that you got a piece of steel here, you take another one, overlaps this way, and you run holes through there where you run your rivets through that. When it overlaps this steel like that, it seals up. It seals up the water. Yeah, that makes it watertight right there. Make sure those rivets are really, really good for bringing in. It won't take on any water. But if you hit that berg, you just push in those plates and pop out those rivets. She was holed too long. If she was holed about here, 2 or 3 bulkheads up there, she wouldn't have found her. But I think she had 6 watertight compartments that were violated. Because as the ship got wider with the berg right there, it pushed in more, causing more damage. Until eventually it cleared that spur, and there was no more damage done to her. Because those icebergs, they have spurs underneath there. Underneath, they stick up like that, and London Graphic showed a picture of it with a big open wound, 15 feet above the keel. Now, common sense will tell you if you had a gash that big in the ship, this thing would have went down in a matter of minutes. A matter of minutes. I'd say within 3-4 minutes, she would have opened it for her. But that coal fire, when it was burning like that, it's a good chance it could have warped some of the frame members to the structure of the hull itself. A lot of historians believe that could have caused it too. It probably did. But in my eyes, what really caused it, guys, it was reckless seamanship. I know at the time that's how they steamed the ship to the North Atlantic. The North Atlantic, like the Pacific Ocean, is a highway back and forth, going back and forth. Constantly highway of ships coming back and forth. And that's how they knew the time of the year, they always steered south from the Labrador, where Greenland goes there and enters into the Labrador Current. Well, that berg, because they say that it was very warm that time of year out there in April. A lot of those bergs, they're floating. The Labrador Current pushed the berg out there until it got to the Gulf Current. When the Gulf picked it up, it carried out more southerly than they planned on. See, back in those days during the winter months, even early spring, they more or less steered in the southerly course. That's what Captain Smith was doing. He'd done it in the past. He never had a founder, but that berg was just there. Wrong time, wrong place, wrong time. It just happens. On the other hand, it had to take something like that to wake people up. People should have realized anything made by man was fallible. To be human is the air. That's why pencils, you got erasers on them. because you make mistakes. It's like Thomas Andrews, the builder. The captain of his cut sank. It's unsinkable as shit as you can. She made it out of iron, and he showed it as he rolled out the plans. I designed this ship with 16 watertight compartments, and a conjunction of a collision, anywhere from 2 bulkheads, even 4 to most. This ship could remain afloat, rendering it practically unsinkable. No ship's unsinkable. You get a new one today with today's technology, run into a bird going 21, 22 knots, it'll sink too. That bird weighs millions and millions of tons. That bird ain't going nowhere. You got a ship that has 45 to 55,000 ton ship. Well, something has a space of enough weight of 15 fully loaded aircraft carriers. That bird ain't going nowhere. You're not even going to move it. And the reason why the Board of Trade had lifeboat capacity, they designed lifeboats back in the days not to abandon everybody off the ship. Enough lifeboats to come back, unload people, and go to another ship, unload them, and come back and load them again back and forth. But it didn't work that way. So nowadays you got to have lifeboat capacity for everybody on board. The lifeboat drills. The reason why Captain Smith didn't use lifeboat drills because the crew members were not aware, weren't trained how to handle these new whaling davits. It's just awful that something like that had to make people realize that, you can't believe everything you hear. Yeah, the last 2 days, I'd like to put a good dent in this thing. I'll finish up boat cranes here. I put the third class skylight right there's got to be on there. And I got more vents to put up here on top of the first class lounge overhead. Yeah. A little sealer on there. Tony sent me a box of goodies. I like using this Revell glue. This stuff's pretty good. It's got a big old knit, like a thread kind of a needle on this thing. Works very well. I like the stuff. It's not bad. I'm thinking very seriously when I empty this thing out. Pour so it's Tamai in there, fill it up. So use that brush they give you. Yeah, the thing it's lit it up. Let me show you guys something. That's all lit up. I put LEDs in there. Yeah. I drilled holes to the deck so the light could pass it through there. You can see all the lights in there on the third class lounge. Even the officers' quarters got lights in there too. Years ago, when LEDs came in, I'm talking about 50-something years ago, this kit first came out. I put a neon light in that thing one time. I had a switch that ran out here. I plugged in and lights lit up just like that. Real bright too. Well, these LEDs, this thing, they work very well. Now my big Titanic behind me, as you can see back here, it lights up too. My brother wired that up for me. My brother didn't know it had LEDs, and he's an electrician. And he did that when he started getting sick with that cancer he had. He said, Frank, let me wire it up for you. Oh, man, please do, Mike. Save me some time. I said, here's the deck. I give it to him, give the instructions and everything. Because that big Titanic comes with LEDs. It does. Well, I think for $500, you got to get something with inside the hunk of plastic and a little photo etch. But, oh, yeah, I love that big Titanic back there. Hey, Freddie, how you doing, Bill, buddy? Hope you're feeling well, my man. I work on the Titanic. You can see Oklahoma behind me by the foot of my bed. I got the 14-inch turrets on there. I'll be in a couple of days. I'll have it back on the ways again. We'll do some more work on it. And I was like telling everybody before you tuned in. I was telling everybody that I was doing some cleaning around. I was doing some deep cleaning around here, and I saw my Titanic laying in a box back there where it's at. I go, oh my God, I had that all the time back, didn't even know it. I says, man, I like to finish that thing up. And so, like I said yesterday, as I discovered I'm missing this on here. So I made one from scratch in case I can't get one. One of the subscribers right there, his name was Joe. I forget what his handle is. He sent me one tomorrow. So I'll be getting an officer's quarters overhead. That'll be coming in a couple of days. So I can take this off. Right now, let's put it on there for decoration. I sketch built that. It's not too bad. Nothing's better than to have the one that's supposed to go to it. Boy, I tell you, these flies here drive me out of my mind. Are you building anything right now, Freddie? Are you assembling anything? Won't be too long. I'll be working on that. I almost got the Emily done. All I got to do is paint the props, and it's finished. So I have a final deal coming up, probably this week sometime. And I'll probably starting an F4F Wildcat too. I got over there. And a Zero, I work both at a time. I got that B-36 bells hung up on my ceiling here. You see it right behind me over there, hanging up. Next to the B-17, a measurement 262. That B-36 looks real, it does. I was looking at it last night, I mean, that thing sure shines. Like I promised Freddie when I built that thing, I'm gonna make aluminum wise, but you aluminum foil tape on it. Are you working on anything right now, Freddie? They got 5 watching and 5 thumbs up. On the chat board, we have Dengy. Look at Jova Street on there. We got Peppy. We got Freddie. There you go. At least you're doing something, old buddy. Flying a photo wedge. Yeah. Yeah, I got some on the Titanic here. I got this kit about 2012 when I bought it. This is a Centennial kit. I went and purchased the window set. This is left of the window set I have. I just have to finish up my library back there. And along with it, very carefully, I got a pack of photo etch railings for it. On the Centennial kit, I was hoping to give you a photo etch kit with it. But it don't make sense because they have a deluxe version of it. It comes with a photo etch on it. It's a long story how I ended up with this kit. I bought a Artina. It was the Virginia, which was a Baltimore Clipper. And me and Gary Branker, we were going to do a build. He was building his Blue Nose Schooner, and I was going to build that. I got the kit and opened it up. It had the King of the Mississippi blueprints in it. I decided to have the blueprints for the Baltimore Clipper. I go, oh, God. So I took it down to the hobby shop. I said, look, guys, look at this. Oh, geez, Frank. I think there's another one back there. Grab it. I said, okay. So I went and grabbed it. I just bought the thing. I said, just for time keep, open it up, see what's in there. Open that one up there. It had the Mississippi King of the Mississippi riverboat there too. He goes, oh, what's going on here? Oh, Frank, I said, what do you want to do? I said, I can't build it with steamboat plans on a Baltimore Clipper. He says, I'll tell you what, why don't you go back there and get yourself a ship model, something back there with equal value, what you pay for this. So they're both $100 kits. I paid $100 for this. I saw a Centennial version of this. Oh, what the hell? I haven't built a Titanic in a long time, especially one 350. And so I went in. This is my second rodeo on YouTube. The first one I did was Nentex kit. And I got it. So that's good, Frank. Really sorry. It's not your fault, buddy. Just like Gary Brinker says, I don't think they have quality control no more in the model market. And that's a shame. Years ago, they had quality control. Before it got shipped out to us, they made sure that thing is 100% not the stuff. Nowadays, they don't care. They just throw it in the box, ship it out, and that's it. They go to the next one. Yeah, I remember that whole Christmas story. Hell, we got Christmas coming up too, don't we, gang? We got Halloween coming up, and Thanksgiving would be wonderful. Is the kit? Is that Focus 190 you're building, Freddie? That the Edward kit you got? Is it over engineered? Is it or just the treatment of the instructions that could get you confused? That's the problem, guys. I'll tell you another kit, couple of kits that are very over-engineered. Those Airfix 124 scale Hellcat and also the 124 scale Typhoon. They are definitely over-engineered. To me, a kit's the best, I think. You can't over-engineer a kit. You over-engineer a kit, it's going to cause fit issues. You have a lot of complication of the how the kit is assembled and the instructions and everything. You just run into all kinds of ball games you don't even want to play. Oh yeah, he's around here somewhere. Jimmy the Cricket's around here somewhere. The katydids, they're all dead now. They're all gone. I mean, you don't hear them no more. Of course, it's getting chilly outside anyway. Once in a while, you hear some frogs croaking. All of our chickens, they're all dead. Either a coyote or a weasel, something got them out here. I don't know. Started out with Colonel Foghorn, that rooster. Him, I used to fight all the time. That guy. Oh, that rooster was something else. He'd sneak up on me, waiting for me all that time. Try to spur me with those spurs he's got. They jump up and try to spur you like that. I was walking outside the building. The bastard got behind me and spurred me to the back. I grabbed by the neck and grabbed by his feet. I said, "Look, you little devil, I'm stronger than you are and smarter than you are. I said, you want to stay healthy and stay out of the frying pan. You do that again, you'll be in the frying pan." And I threw him down. He wandered off, kind of shook his head and wandered off. But we went to battle all the time. My daughter used to laugh. Said, "Well, he don't like you too good." I said, "He don't like nobody." He says, "He thinks I'm going to mess around with his hands. So I'm not going to mess around with him." I set him straight. I give him the right act. Hey, I'm walking here. You don't come sneak behind me and try to attack me. And my son-in-law said, "Well, your problem's over with now, Frank." I said, "Why? What the heck? What's the matter now?" He said, "You know that rooster?" He said, "Colonel Foghorn? Yeah, he's dead." "How you know?" I went out there, trying to see him laying out there. Something got him. Probably a cat or a coyote or a raccoon or a weasel or anything. There's part of the food chain, buddy. We don't only eat them, everybody else eats them too. And after that, the hens start missing. Uh, yeah, we got a cricket here. He chirps once in a while. He's probably about that big, good size. I call him Jimmy. Jimmy the cricket. He don't hurt anything. He don't get around. He just kind of stays in the corner somewhere. I'll find him. No mice, thank God. We got no mice around here. They're bad in Ohio, especially when I was living in that house I had when I lost. Before I moved that trailer. Even the trailer even had them too. They get in your models, eat your plans up. If you got wood laying around, especially wood models. Oh, they can tear that balsa wood like crazy. Mice ain't kidding. They ruin everything. Put holes in your furniture. They get in your bread, get in your food. Anything. Anything. But boy, they migrate like rabbits. Even my trailer had them. I had mice traps all over the place sitting there. Well, I hate them mice. What's worse than them is rats. They're really bad. Let me tell you guys a story about rats. About 47 years ago, I moved up from California to Ohio. And my youngest daughter was born. And we had rats at house one time coming in, and Freddie sent me something here. Oh yeah, that's a Foco kit, 190. That's a nice kit. Those wheel wells look nice. Just stick to it though, Freddie. No, I want you to build models, but I don't want you to wander away from them because you got to keep your mojo up, buddy. Oh, Freddie sent me a snippet of entered 148 scale Foco. I've got a Foco here, I think I do. I know it. Yeah, I do. Yeah, this is the Airfix kit here. The old, a little dusty. Take out Hans. Where's my brush at? My brush out. Ah, right on my mug. Right by my mug. This ain't a bad kit. This Airfix kit, 172nd scale one, maybe 124. done a YouTube video on this one. Like some you remember and some you don't. The ones that you don't never seen it before. Be sure to go to my old channel. You'll see it there. Gotta keep your sink dusted up. I wonder if your hand will fit in there or not. Well, he won't. Let's have him calling in. Oh boy. That's a good kit. I got one too in my storage. I think it's Hans Rudels. Adolf Rudels, Hans Rudels. Yeah, that was his Stuka he used. Let me tell you a story about a Stuka. I was at California. I got out of the Navy. I worked for a masonry contractor. His name was Ed Stover. He had a brother named Billy Gruner. They both had the same mothers but different fathers. And they're both masonry contractors. Business is getting slow dead. Ed Stover. So he told his brother to hire me until business started picking back up again. It was during the raining season out there. It was raining so much out there, and we got a lot of mud out there and stuff. So you can't go out there in the mud and stuff. So I think joy up, man. Billy Gruner had some inside work to do, so he hired me. So I went to his house, and they were both speaking German. And he can't help it when you walk in his house. He had a big Stuka. That thing was made out of aluminum. Had a 6-foot wingspan. When I seen that, I didn't even bother to shake the man's hand. I just walked over as I was hypnotized this thing. It was beautiful how it was made. Billy goes, Frank, you like Stuka, huh? Oh, I love Stukas, Billy. I says, I'm Frank, and he goes, I'm Frankie Day. Yeah. He goes, yeah, boy, yeah. He goes, Ed say, good worker, you can work with me now. You work tomorrow. Be house here at 6:30 in the morning. We go job. Oh, sure, I'll be here. Okay, no problem, Ed. Thanks a lot, Billy. So you like Stuka? I say, yeah. I fly Stuka during the war. Oh, you're a Stuka pilot? He goes, yeah. I flew Stuka here. I says, this thing's made of metal. I says, yeah, I made it myself. He went up there to the file cabinet. He pulled up the blueprints. He made it. They're actually builder plans from Yonkers. And man, I'll tell you one thing. That thing was detailed right to the plans and everything. He told me all the stories about it. I said, you know something? No, Billy, where you guys dive was, I'm surprised you guys didn't crash and burn. I said, when you guys pull up out of those dives and get all that blood, you guys will black out. He goes, oh, yeah, you just black out a couple minutes, but no problem. There's no problem. It says, you may not pull out. Oh, yes, we do. He says, one thing you people, you Americans don't have is, what is that? We have automatic gyro system that runs off the altimeter. We go to steep dive, we set it to the altitude from the ground, and you pull up. He says, when you go into a blackout, he says the plane pulls out by itself. He goes, so man, that's ingenious. So he told me stories about that. He says, boy, I tell you, I can't handle it. A lot of the Stuka pilots didn't want to dive anymore because all that blood made your eyeballs. He said, my eyeballs are all red and everything. Sometimes blood come out of your nose and things, full of G-force and stuff. I mean, these guys, they didn't dive like this. They dive straight down. Well, ask him another stupid question. Well, you got sirens on those spat pairings. He goes psychological. He says, imagine if we're on ground, hear Stuka screaming at you with those sirens. What do you do? So, hell, I'll be running. That's exactly what that does. So they don't like them sirens. Sometimes sirens drive you crazy sometimes, he said. He told me a lot of stories about stuff like that. But man, I'll tell you, he says, you want to use plans to build Stuka? I go, Billy, I don't have no metal like that. I could probably do it out of wood, though, but I don't think I have time. So that was my chance. I could have built one of those, too. That's my story about the Stuka. Oh, guys, I'm ready to call it a night tonight. Did a lot of work on the Titanic, with the fantail all completely done. And minus the cranes. I'll get to those later on. So I'll be on this a couple of days. I'll bring in the Oklahoma out. Now, you can see the Oklahoma behind your head over there. I think it come out good. It does. I like that. I got the guns on the 14-inch turrets on there. We got a lot of work to do with that and get that thing finished. It's on a downhill slide now. Working on the guns. And get the fire control station done too. We'll be all set on the Oklahoma. Okay. I really like to finish this. I can finish this in no time. And yeah. So we'll be on this a couple of days. Then we'll go back on the Oklahoma. We got other stuff. I got to get that Emily flying boat propellers on, install, get that thing done. And remove the maskings on the windows I put on there. And she's finished. So stay posted for the final reveal for that. I don't know if I showed this or not, though, but this is the ICM. Now Revell makes it now. The Beechcraft 18. I put foil on that too. So all I got to do in this thing now is just go ahead and paint the anti-glare panel on the cockpit. Also on the side of the cowlings. Decal it and it's done. This thing is cold. Have a final reveal coming up very soon too. Okay, Dingy. Freddie will catch you on Facebook and Jova Street and Peppy and the 6 that are watching, and with the 5 thumbs up. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I'm deeply honored. And so tomorrow we'll have live action again on the RMS Titanic by Minicraft. And we'll swing back onto the Oklahoma. Here's the instruction guide. This is a kit that came out of Centennial Kit Edition. I thought maybe I was really hoping that photo etch parts would come with this kit, but it didn't. All they give you is a name, is a Titanic with a name on there. So nameplate, that's it. Okay, I'm out of here. As if the RMS Titanic, I'll kick back and make me a cup of coffee and watch YouTube and enjoy it. Get back on Facebook and see Freddie, see how he's doing. And I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Make Mama happy. Take care of the little ones. Stay focused. You drive wherever you're surrounding. Say your prayers. May God bless. And get yourself a kit. It's getting chilly outside. When it gets chilly outside, it promotes model building. So get yourself a kit like you have been doing and enjoy your building, your models and building. Take care, Mama. Take care of the little ones. Take care of yourselves. God bless everybody. Please say your prayers. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Live action on episode number 2. The continuation of the RMS Titanic by Minicraft on a scale of 1-350. This is Frankie Day Models signing off. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. And God bless everybody. Have a very wonderful, good night. And God bless you all.